This week on The Choice, we're gonna hunt elk in Velvet. First, for all the Cianciarulos, we were invited out there by some good friends of ours, Rock, Christy, and Chuck, and there's a whole camp full of a lot of fun people.
Yes.
You and I are up with our brownings.
We're kicking the guys out.
The guys are out. It's a girls' show. I mean, we've been doing that a lot lately.
We really have,
and we've been kicking butt. So hey, this week on The Choice, we're gonna go and hunt elk in Colorado in Velvet. One of the nice things about hunting in Colorado is when we have to travel, we're already here in Colorado, so that's pretty cool. So we loaded up the truck, and we only had about a 3.5-hour drive right over the mountains.
Elk are a symbol of the wild, but in areas where herds grow too large, they can have a serious impact on the land. Here in Colorado, these massive herds move through farms and ranches, damaging crops, breaking fences, and competing with livestock for vital resources. To help manage these populations, the state issues depredation tags, an essential tool for conservation. These hunts help control herd numbers, reducing pressure on the land while keeping elk populations healthy and sustainable. It's a delicate balance between wildlife and agriculture, and hunts like this play a key role in protecting both. There's nothing quite like sharing camp with good friends, and this hunt is shaping up to be something special. The Choice crew has arrived at Palmer Outfitters, joining up with Rock Borderland from On the Road and Chuck Paddock from Open Season TV. With a crew like this, the stories, laughter, and camaraderie around camp are just as much a part of the experience as the hunt itself.
Now, we've known a lot of these people for years, and it's always fun to share camp with new ones too. This is the first time that we're sharing camp with Rock and his wife Christy and Papa Glenn. So there is a house full of people, and this is gonna be such a fun week.
After a warm welcome and a good meal, it's time to shift gears. The following day brings an early morning, and with velvet bulls on the horizon, anticipation is running high.
We're blasting for elk. Depredation hunt, Colorado, July. Bulls in velvet. And we were told that this is some of the best elk meat because they're still in velvet, so the testosterone's not going. So kind of excited about this. Aunt Aubrey, she may get her very first elk ever.
Palmer Outfitters has been guiding hunters through the scenic landscapes of Colorado for over 30 years, offering an experience built on expertise, dedication, and a deep respect for the land. Nestled in prime elk country, Palmer Outfitters provides both guided and self-guided hunts. The wide open sage flats make every hunt here a true test of skill, strategy, and patience. Whether you're hunting with a rifle or a bow, Palmer Outfitters ensures an unforgettable adventure, backed by a reputation of success. As the first day in the field unfolds, the crew is already seeing promising activity, setting the stage for an exciting hunt ahead.
We're waiting for the one cow to bend down, so more of them keep showing up. I think they're trying to make a plan now where we're gonna go.
After watching the cow activity for a while, a spike bull suddenly appears. However, the current wind conditions may not allow for a stalk.
Okay.
The wind is too bad.
Well, it's going this way, and then they stand up and they look at us, and I'm like,
They're gonna stay here if we leave them alone, so
we can come back in. Okay, sounds like a plan.
better to do that.
Well, thanks, guys.
This segment is brought to you by Bass Pro Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. The Choice is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Alps Outdoors, Browning Firearms, Dallas Safari Club, Easton Archery, and Gammo Air Guns. Back at camp, midday brings a chance to regroup, grab a quick bite, and enjoy some downtime with good company. Conversations flow as everyone takes a break from the action, sharing laughs and enjoying the camaraderie that makes camp life special. But as lunch winds down, it's time to get back after it.
So we just finished up a really delicious lunch, and we decided it's time for us to go out and start glassing for these elk. So there is so much land that we have to cover. You know, they're getting permission from these property owners. Some spots are farther than others, some are just right there. So we are driving to these locations and glassing for these elk, and then eventually hopefully make a play on one. We're glassing for a little while, and we see quite a few bulls in this group. And so I'm the first up, but Vicki brought a gun just in case she had an opportunity. And these bulls, they're like 1,000 yards out there. So we hurry up, get our stuff together, and we start making our way closer. So we're all walking out there in almost Congo line formation behind our guide's decoy, and you could tell he's like looking back at us like he's pleased. Now, the thing that he doesn't know is Ralph has trained us very well to stay behind whoever has a decoy, because if you step out of the line or you go faster or slower, you're gonna get the hairy eyeball.
I can see at least 3 bulls. There's 2 on the right side, and then there's at least 1 on the other side.
A few bulls have been spotted, but the real challenge is just beginning. The crew moves carefully, closing the distance with patience and precision. Every step must be deliberate. One wrong move, and the wind or a sharp set of eyes could send the bulls disappearing into the landscape. It's a game of strategy where timing, terrain, and instinct all come into play. As they inch closer, the anticipation builds. The bulls are within reach, but the final approach will determine whether this stalk ends in success or another lesson in the art of the hunt.
We're closing the distance, and we get between 300, 350 yards, and of course, the elk see us and they start running. But all of a sudden, the bulls stop. And of course, it was one of the bigger bulls in the group. He stopped and just stood there broadside, and he gave me the perfect opportunity.
That's the one. Oh, I see him.
Aubrey, that's her first elk. Just in case he jumps up.
And it's kind of crazy. I'm technically the first Cianciarulo to ever get a velvet elk, and that is my first elk that I've ever shot. I couldn't have asked for a cooler elk. Like, this is just an insane experience. Who would have ever have thought that I would have shot a velvet elk? Not me. I can tell you that much.
You did that. Here, let me have your gun. Go ahead. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. You okay? You can cry like a baby. That's your first elk, and it's in velvet. You're the first Cianciarulo to get a velvet elk. Look at that. You pinned him.
I did.
You pinned him.
I aimed right up here.
There you go. You pinned him. Good job. We're hunting depredation elk. Crazy Palmer Outfitters, and this is it's July. It's the middle of July, and we're hunting elk with our Brownings, and you just got your very first elk.
Yeah, and I freaking pinned him, and it was my farthest shot. 350.
Yeah, 350 with your Browning 6.8 Western. I mean,
I can't.
you can't. No, it happened so fast.
It did.
We were on our way to go look at a different place, like where we were this morning.
Yes.
And then they're like, no, they just found a
Yeah,
herd.
no.
And it's like,
We whipped around real fast.
And then we just walked like, I don't even know how far.
I don't even know
where the trucks are at right now. So, but yeah.
We're up close to this elk. I'm checking it out. I'm crying, of course, because that is just something I do when I get excited. And, you know, it's time to get to business. And the guides jokingly, I think jokingly said, do you want to gut him? And I said, well, yeah. Come on, let's do it. You just got to show me what to do. And I I gutted that elk. We were there for a lot longer than it probably would have taken them to do it, but I got my hands dirty and it was awesome. And the nice thing about it all is we didn't have to pack my elk out. We were in a nice open field, so they just brought the truck right up to it and they had a nice big winch, got it winched up, and the rest is history.
This segment is brought to you by Browning, the best there is. This segment is brought to you by Spy Point, the world's #1 cellular trail camera. At Palmer Outfitters, the hunt is in full swing. Wide open country, skilled guides, and bulls in velvet make this a place where anything can happen. The first few days have already delivered incredible moments. And for Aubrey, it's been a hunt to remember. Not only did she tag her first elk, but an incredible velvet bull at that. A moment she'll never forget.
We have the elk loaded up, ready to go, and RJ, me, and our guide Jarrett, we head to the processor and drop them off.
The excitement of that success lingers, but the hunt is far from over. Out in the Colorado wilderness, the action continues. With hunters from The Choice, On the Road, and Open Season TV covering ground, the pursuit is on. Across the sage-covered terrain, opportunities rise and fall, strategies shift, and the thrill of the chase never fades. The days have been long, the stalks demanding, and the elk unpredictable. But that's all part of the challenge. Moving with patience, reading the land, and waiting for the right moment. Close calls fuel determination, and camaraderie makes the journey even richer. Whether glassing from a distance, strategizing the next move, or pressing forward with quiet anticipation, every hunter is driven by the same passion. And now, another opportunity takes shape. As the sun climbs higher, Vicki finds herself in position once again, ready for whatever the day may bring.
What's going on is Steve and the other guys are actually way the heck over on 1,000 acres on the other end. They're putting a stalk on a bull, but Brian's idea, and he told Kevin and Jared that, why don't we come over on this end? Maybe I can get him a shot, so that's what we're doing.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, there he is. Hey, they're coming this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Definitely running onto our property. That's a spike coming across the grass. I mean, you could see him with your naked eye there now.
They went to that thicket, now they just come running across that open grass area, and now they're back in some thicket, but they're all cows, so we'll hang out and see what else shows up.
Now, we've been waiting and nothing's happening, and you know what? We're having barbecue for lunch, so it is time for us to pack up and head back to camp.
There's no chance that they're going to bump the bull. No point in waiting here. He'll stay there
No.
if he is still out there. So.
Yeah.
What's really cool is some of the neighbors got together and made this huge barbecue. All of us got to go and enjoy this food. I mean, they had all kinds of different smoked meats, barbecued meats, salads, sweet tea, unsweet tea. I mean, whatever you wanted, and dessert. I mean, come on, what a great middle of the day feast is what it was. Now, after all the good times, the laughter, the friendships, the camaraderie, it is now time for us to pack it up and get back out in the field and go hunt some more elk.
You ready to kill an elk?
Ready to kill an elk. Ready, let's do it. Do it. We were here earlier this morning and we saw a bunch of cows and a little spike, but now Jared just saw a bull out there, so we're gonna head back to where we were this morning, right?
Yeah, we're going right out to the same place.
Okay.
He eluded us this morning. He's not going to get away tonight. So.
All right. Well, let's go get him.
Let's go get him.
Let's go get him.
As we're going out there, Jared kept saying, okay, we're just gonna keep glassing and looking. We need to all stay low and be careful, watch our movements. The wind is in our favor. One of the cool things out there was there was these little drainage ditches, so we were really being able to stay down lower and being able to peek up over once in a while just to see what we could see. Anyways, we got to a point where we're going through these ditches and looking up and over, trying to check everything out. And at the last time that Jarrett went ahead and looked over, He ducked right back down. He goes, you guys, he is really close.
Got the bull at 100 yards.
Are you kidding?
It's right there.
This segment is brought to you by Griffin Armament, engineered silence. The choice is also brought to you by Hoyt Archery, Spy Point Trail Cameras, Tracker Off-Road, Traditions Muzzle Loaders, and these fine sponsors.
Got the bull at 100 yards.
Are you kidding?
It's right there. He's in the brush. Laid down. This is what he did to them earlier.
At 100 yards.
109 yards.
All right, let's go shoot it.
I get you set up right here, okay?
Okay.
Once Jarrett located that elk, we had to take our time and slowly, very slowly, try to get closer to him. What we found out is that elk is bedded. That bull was bedded down on a hillside. We very methodically and carefully got to a point to where I could get set up with my Browning on my sticks. We sat there and we just waited.
I see his antlers.
Antlers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cow call the start, okay?
Okay.
That bull was taking forever. He finally went ahead and he stood up. He was slightly quartering to me. I feel confident with that shot. I'm less than 100 yards away and I've got my Browning 6.8 Western with me, and I know that 175 grain bullet's gonna do everything that I need it to. As soon as he did stand up and he presented me that shot, I took it.
Where'd he go?
He dropped. Just
He
stay.
dropped?
He dropped. Just stay on it. Stay on it.
I have adrenaline issue when I shoot something.
Good job. Good shooting. Good shooting. Under 9 yards.
109. Ralph, he was right on that ridge right there. And he cow called and he stood up. And then he stood up, he's facing us. I don't know, did y'all catch his face? He's like, yeah, he was like, good job. What's going on? And then Jared goes, wait for a broadside. And we're standing and waiting and waiting. He goes, if you're comfortable, I go, I'm comfortable. He's right there.
You got him.
Oh goodness, I dropped him. Hey buddy. Oh, look at him, huh? Oh,
Look at that.
that is so cool.
Look at that. He's just turning into a 4x4 right there.
Yep. This is the last night of my hunt, and we did it. I mean, that was crazy. Like, we came out here this morning, and we saw a bunch of cows, but we never saw him, right? And then this afternoon, we come back out, and you're like, there's a bull in there. And we come around here. We are in Colorado, Palmer Outfitters. We're doing a depredation hunt. That's what this is. We're filling freezers with elk. What can you tell us about the hunt? Just a little bit, why we're hunting velvet elk.
So they give these deprivation tags to the local ranches around here because of all the damage they're doing to crops, fences, running across highways, getting hit by cars. There's just so residential down here in the valley that they're causing all kinds of damage, and so it works out in our favor too. We get to come out here, get some delicious elk meat,
Yes.
and we're helping out the local ranchers too.
It's awesome, and right now it's actually a bull season, but there is cow season also, right?
There
Bulling.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That'll be
We
it.
just happen to be here in July.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is awesome. Aubrey got one the other night. This one's mine. We already have fresh elk meat in the freezer soon to be in the freezer. So I mean, anything else that we do this year is just a bonus at this point. And you know what? We have to thank Rock and Christy and all the guys that have been in camp, because it has been one heck of a fun week. And I mean, this is amazing, and I don't even know. I'm so blessed. Look at this. One great shot, just dropped him.
It was perfect.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you
my
so
pleasure.
much. Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
guys.
shot.
And now-
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Congratulations
Oh my
to you.
gosh.
High
Oh,
five.
Thank you.
That was so awesome.
It was.
I mean, that was
So
like
much fun.
your first bull elk, period.
Yes.
And
I think the farthest shot out of RJ and I now.
yes,
So that's
and
one
in
thing I can hang
velvet.
over him. Yeah, and in
You
velvet.
can totally hang that over him forever. That was my
Exactly.
first velvet elk.
It was.
The meat is unbelievable.
Melts in your mouth.
I mean, 350 yards in that shot too. Give me a high.
Thank you. I learned from the best.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, this is why the girls should always hunt together. I mean,
Yes.
seriously, we have too much fun sometimes.
We really do.
We get stuff done.
Yes.
And I said that properly.
You did.
I did. I didn't say what I usually
Proud of
say,
you.
but hey, you know what? We want to thank Rock and
Yes.
Christy
Thank you.
from On the Road.
From On the Road.
From On the Road,
And
Chuck from Open Season,
Season.
and also Brian from Palmer
Yes.
Outfitters. You guys, thank you so much for having us all out there. And you know what? Thanks for making your choice.
The choice.
And we'll see you next week.
Closed captions brought to you by Wounded Warrior Outdoors, providing wounded service men and women with therapeutic outdoor adventures.
Ah!
Did you get that on film? Good job.
I was gonna ask if you've seen him. I know you keep saying elk, but there
Elk,
are
elk,
other
elk,
synonyms. I mean,
elk,
there's
elk, elk.
bull,
Wapiti.
Yeah, wapiti, wapiti, however they say it. I
Wapiti.
don't know.
I mean, that was.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
I don't know.
So what we found out to go and hunt these elk, these depredation elk hunt. So what we figured, the barbecue was delicious. Eddie asked me to make this longer.
Is this karma?
And there's your booper. There's your booper blooper. This week on the elk.